Shalom, back with part 3. Let's continue here. All right. So, what am I doing here? Am I bringing hate speech, or am I simply bringing out the scriptures, bringing out truth and understanding? And that's what you people have a problem with. You people have a problem with truth. That's your problem. Okay, so you have a problem with the elders all the way down to us brothers that do this work. That's your problem. You got a problem with truth. All right? You hate the truth. Or as Jack Nicholson says, right? You can't handle the truth. All right? All right? Israel, right? Which is also known as Yasharala, princes of the power, all right, will rule as God, a symbolical name of Jacob, typically of his prosperity, all right? See that? All right? See? His elect. You see that? His elect. See? His elect. You see this? Chosen, choice one, chosen one, elect of God. You see that? Let's click on root word etymology. See? To choose, elect, decide, choose, be chosen, to be selected, right? Let's further get into that, right? All right? We're going to further get into that. All right? First, let's scroll down here to verse 17. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. No, wait a minute. The guy who came on the comment board says that, oh, he's not just coming back for minorities. That's the word he used. I'm not making that up. And, you know, basically he said he's not just coming back for minorities. He's coming back to save everybody, the whole world. What does it say here? Does it say the whole world? Does it say multi-nations? But Israel, see that? Jacob, Israel, my elect, because it starts with the elect, the 1/3, because that's who he's coming back for. But Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh, right? Because the word Lord is in all caps in the Hebrew Bible, in the Hebrew text, in Hebrew characters, which is read from right to left. It would be Yahweh. Okay? The Most High's name. Yahweh. All right? So Israel shall be saved in the Lord Yahweh with an everlasting salvation. And ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded world without end. You see that? Got that? All right. Let's put a little icing on the cake here. All right, because I'm not going to go on with this much longer. All right. And this has interrupted my total lesson that I have for today. But I'm you know what? I'll come back with it tomorrow. All right. I'll come back with it, probably tomorrow or something. Let's see here. Where I said I'm going to take you to. All right. Give me a minute. All right, this is Matthew 1:21. What does it say here? And she is talking about Mary, right? And her husband, of course, is Joseph, right? Shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushai, right? The Mashiach. For he shall what? He shall save The world? Is that what it says there? Does it say he shall save multi-nations? What does it say here? How in the hell is this hate speech when I'm simply just going to read it, what it says? For he shall save his people. That's hate speech? Is that what hate speech is? Because you're excluded? Because you're not a part of Israel? Because you don't have this truth, wisdom, knowledge, understanding of these scriptures? Because you're not Israel, okay? And you're not a part of the council of Yahweh Bashim, Yahweh Shai. So because of that, you have a problem with truth and want to call it hate speech. You people need to check yourselves. All right? You really do. You need to look into yourselves. All right? Because you cannot stop, change, or alter prophecy. And everything that has happened, putting the Israelites into captivity, all the wickedness that you have done, the stealing of our lands, our wealth, our resources, this stuff is all in the scriptures. Okay? You know, them that do evil, they do it on their beds. And they do it because it's in the power of their hands. That's Micah 2, 1 and 2. And they take a man and his lands, all right, his home, even a man and his heritage. Okay? What does it say in St. John's 10:10? The house thief cometh but to steal, kill, destroy. To rape, rob, commit murder, genocide. Who's that? That's Esau, Edom, the Edomite. It'll tell you that. That's all over the scriptures, people. But an example of that, Deuteronomy, the curses, 68, 48, and 49. 49 will tell you, them that fly, that the Lord would send, you know, the enemies onto us because we broke the law, statutes, and commandments. And who does he say? They fly by the eagle. The eagle is a symbolism of all the Edomite nations throughout their history. What is the hate speech? What is the problem here? There's no problem here. Not with us. We're simply reading the scriptures. You just don't like the answers that the scriptures are giving you because this stuff isn't brought out in your churches. If you got a problem, go take it up with your pastor, your minister, you know, whatever title they want to give themselves. Pope, bishop, cardinal, whatever. Go take it up with them. They're the ones who lied to you. Okay? Because that's what you're living in. You're living in a world of deceptions and lies. We're living in truth. We're alive. We're alive. We're breathing. This is a breathing, living entity, these scriptures. You people are living in a world of deceptions and lies. You're living in the matrix. Okay? That's where you're living in. But you know what? That's your destiny. That's where the Lord wants you. He wants you living in that darkness. Okay? We're alive. We're breathing. We're in the light. And if it were not so, then how is it possible for us to be able to go through these scriptures? All right? What they like to call, Mr. Agent Reisner, vocab, likes to say, Hebrew hopscotch. Well, this is how the scriptures are read. Because it tells you that. It is through thy precepts that I get thy understanding. Okay? And again, what is that? Isaiah 28 and 10. All right? Precept upon precept upon precept. Line upon line, here a little, there a little. And that's how the scriptures are read. So go ahead and read it as a novel, but that's not how the scriptures are read. All right? All right. So, she shall bring forth a son, and thou shalt call his name Yahushai, all right, the Mashiach, and he shall save his people. Who are his people? He comes from the tribe of Judah, right? Hebrews 7:14 will tell you that, right? What does it say here? For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah, of which the tribe Moses spake nothing concerning the priesthood. See? But the key is right here. For it is evident that our Lord sprang out of Judah. You see that? The head tribe of the 12 tribes. Yeah. And he's not, a Charles Manson looking dude, Edomite. Okay? Because the Lord is described in Revelations, right? The first chapter, 13 to 15 verse. He's described in this society, he would be deemed a black man, a Negro. And that's also backed up in Daniel because he looks like the Father, who also would be demonized as a black man and a Negro. Okay? You understand that, people? Okay? So is that made up? That we're making up the description of the Lord, or is it in the scriptures? And when it says that his hair was white, that's the color of it, that was on his face, on his head, his beard was woolly. Okay, when you look it up in dictionary, and I have a 1931 dictionary, all right, and on the wool, it says, yeah, the kinky hair of Negroes. You people got a problem with that? I didn't write it. All right? I didn't write it. All right, let's get ready to close this out here. Let me take you to let's see. Let me take you to what is it, Romans, the 9th chapter, right? And I'm sorry about the lesson, people. Don't worry, I'll eventually get to it, some other time. Maybe on Saturday, all right? Or not after that, because there are many lessons to do, all right? So don't worry about it, all right? But I apologize for not getting to the lesson. But, spiritually, this just took over me, and I had to comment on it. All right, it was in my spirit to comment on it. All right, so this is Romans. All right, Romans 9, 3 or 4. What does it say here? All right, for I wish that myself were cursed from Yahushua the Mashiach, from my brethren, my kinsmen. When you get into that word kinsman, again, it gets into the word sangria, which is talking about the blood. It's talking about the seed of Israel. See, it has nothing to do with your outer appearance to be an Israelite, but you do have to be of the seed of Israel. So in other words, you would have to come through the seed of the Negro, Latinos, and Native Americans. Okay? You'd have to come through that seed. All right? That's the seed of Israel. All right? Who are Israelites. You see, kingsmen according to the flesh, who are Israelites, right? And this is by seed, people, by the seed, who are Israelites, all right? It's by the seed, by the blood, to whom pertaineth the adoption and the glory and the covenants, both the first and the second, as you can read in Jeremiah 31:31, Hebrews 8 to 10, okay? And they both say the same thing, giving the law and the service of the God power and the promises. See that? All right, you understand, people? All right, he's coming back for his elect only. All right, Matthew 24:31. And he shall send his angels at the sound of a trumpet, And they shall gather together who? His elect from the four winds, north, south, east, west, from one end of heaven unto the other. And Romans 11:7 will tell you Israel have not obtained it, but the election have obtained it. Obtained what? Salvation. All right, and the rest, the 2/3, were blinded. I'm out. I'm on to the next one. Shalom.